Hey, it's rolling with the Gen X Factor. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to double digits in subscribers. Trying to get this channel off the ground. So today we're going to talk about Department of Homeland Security, domestic terrorism, and why they are immediately jumped to calling Rene Nicole Good and Alex Pretti and label them as domestic terrorists. And here's why. It's NSPM-7, okay? That's a memo that came out, I think it was in September of 2025. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's recent. It's recent. So they've decided to classify Antifa as an domestic terrorist organization, and it's kind of ironically funny because that's kind of like labeling feminism as an organization when it's really, just an idea. It's a way of thinking. It's not an organization. There is no Antifa, okay? You're not going to find the headquarters of Antifa. You're not going to find funding for Antifa. You're not going to find any of that crap. But as we all know, reality and truth does not matter to this administration. So, why did they get labeled that? Here are some things that the Department of Homeland Security believes are bad. Anti-Americanism. I hear the echoes of Joseph McCarthy over there. Do you hear? Whoa! I don't need that. I hear the echoes of Joseph McCarthy, don't you? Yeah, anti-American. Next, we're going to have the House Committee on Anti-American Activities or Un-American Activities, whatever it was. You know what I'm talking about. Anti-capitalism. Well, that includes me, I guess, since I'm a domestic terrorist. No. They classify me as that, but really, I'm really just a democratic socialist, okay? Anti-Christianity, I don't know how they get this because many of the people who are protesting in Minneapolis are clergy. So I think they mean anti-Christian nationalism. That's probably what they mean. Overthrow the government, okay? Desire to overthrow the government. What they mean by this is you are against the Trump administration and want to see him impeached and removed from office. It's not that we want to, overthrow the government, because that's just dumb, It's more of they're worried that people actually want to get rid of them, the Trump administration. Now, extremism. Can we talk about extremism for a minute? Extremism on immigration, which means anti-ICE, of course, which is, what's happening in Minneapolis and all over this country. People are very pissed off at ICE. ICE should be abolished, by the way. And, race, I guess that means anybody who's involved with Black Lives Matter. So, there's that. Gender, extremism on gender. I'm supposing that means that you know and accept that trans people exist and are valid. That's extreme to them. Black Lives Matter, extreme. Trans people being supported, extreme. Immigration, anti-ICE, wanting humane and sane and immigration laws and enforcement and immigration reform in general. So yeah. And finally, we're going to hop down towards the hostility towards traditional views on family, religion, and morality. So basically, if you don't subscribe to the idea that a family is one man, one woman, and 7,000 kids, I guess that's hostility towards traditional family values. Religion, okay? So if you're not a Christian, of course, and even if you are a Christian, if you're not a Christian nationalist like they are, then that is hostility towards Christianity, I guess, a religion, and morality. If you don't subscribe to the Heritage Foundation's view of morality or the Christian nationalist evangelical view of morality, then of course you're on the list too. So in conclusion, and I know this has been a rambly video and it's not been as good as I'd like it to be, but it's what you're getting, okay? The takeaway in all of this is anybody who disagrees with them is now a domestic terrorist, okay? You are probably, I am for sure, and it doesn't, I don't have to do anything, right? I don't have to even go to a protest. I don't have to I don't know, join any organizations. I can just sit here and they could just come in my door and arrest me for being a domestic terrorist, okay? And that is just insane to me. So that's kind of an idea of why they're quick to label any group domestic terrorism. And it's the same idea behind why they're claiming that protesters in Minneapolis are rioting and looting, because that's in that list too, because of course it is. And of course they think that peacefully marching down the street is rioting, okay? And as far as I know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there hasn't been a single person that I've seen who's been arrested for looting in Minneapolis. I haven't heard any reports. I haven't seen any video. I haven't seen any social media posts. So it's not happening, of course. And none of this stuff is what they say it is. It's just a way to say, you disagree with us, so let's make that dangerous. Make disagreement with Trump and his administration dangerous. And therefore, it's an excuse or a reason, I suppose, to call anybody they don't like a domestic terrorist, and anyone they don't like to say, hey, we're going to arrest you because you said something we didn't like. So, yeah, that's it. Be safe out there. I have a video coming on 10 ways to protect your community from ICE. That'll be coming out in the next couple of days. So look forward to that. That one will be better scripted, I promise. It won't be as rambly. So anyway, have a great day. Stay safe and fuck ICE.